Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris from New York, Westchester County. It's May 16th, 2018, and yes, I know. The previous video, I did state, September. Should check that out. That's all right. Look, that's not why I'm making this video. We had a major storm come through here yesterday. As you can see, I have power. There's no problem with that. But it pretty much wiped out all of northern Putnam counties and pretty much all of Putnam all the way up to Hudson Valley, which is over 3 million, I would say 4 million people, are out of power. From what I understand, one of my buddies called me up. It's about 1 o'clock here, PM hour in New York, and he told me that they now have gotten power. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because every time a politician opens his mouth, he's lying to you, okay? All they say is complete bullshit, nonsense. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to give you a perfect example, okay? The politician here in my county, every year comes up with an evacuation plan. And they get this exorbitant amount of money to put together something, okay? In this county, which is heavily overpopulated because they keep building and building and building around here, on one house on top of another, on top of another, on top of another, and they go for like $1 million each. These things don't go for, cheap prices here. This is big money. Come up with this ridiculous evacuation plan. My county has probably 2, 3, maybe about 6 arteries, major arteries, that you can get out of the county with. And if you block one of those, if you block just one of those arteries, it's mayhem. Everywhere. Everywhere nobody knows where to go. They get on this highway, it's blocked up. They get on this highway. There is no fucking way that you can evacuate my county, okay? It's impossible. There's nothing that they can do. And they always bring up the children. We have to save the children. My ass! You want fucking votes. That's all you want. And you lie to the public to make them think about this imaginary freaking evacuation plan, which doesn't exist. Okay, guys? Wake up! The only way you're getting out of this county in an event of an emergency is either the river, and you have a boat, or a helicopter. That's the only way you're getting out of this fucking county. That's it. I'm sorry. And for the rest of us, curl up in the fetal position and kiss your ass goodbye, and smoke them if you got them. Anyway, guys, that's not the reason why I made these videos. This video is these goddamn politicians, man. I mean, they're chosen to be in these positions, obviously. I mean, they really are. I mean, they're just like such puppets. You can... So anyway, let's get back to the storm. That's the reason why I made this video. We had an historic event here in my county, and further north too. And that is called hail. And that usually happens when a hurricane now I'm not sure. We did get a hurricane here. I think it was a Cat, 1 or 2. Not very big for you guys out in the middle west out there in Hurricane Valley. Yeah, no, this is like nothing, but it still caused a lot of damages because we have these 100-foot trees that are all over the place. One of them falls, takes out a couple telephone poles. The whole grid for the entire town's out. So I basically worked this morning, and now I'm back home, and when I'm not working, I'm not getting paid. So it sucks. I'm losing money right now. But gaining, or giving you knowledge, so at least I'm not wasting everything, okay? You're gaining knowledge by being here. You, by being here, are the smartest people in the world. I want to get into the hailstorm, okay? Which the weatherman actually doesn't... he really doesn't acknowledge hail, because technically it shouldn't exist. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Do you know how hail is formed? Hail forms in an amazing way. It's really amazing. Water defies gravity. You know how that happens? Let me tell you. Let me school you a little bit. Rain comes down from this storm cloud, decides not to go down as gravity would pull it down, decides not to. And it decides to go back up into the cloud. And then just continuously doing this over and over and over again. And that's when it forms hail. Until it becomes so heavy, it pummels down and hits your car and dents it. And yes, this is the second hailstorm we've had in the last 2 years. And my car did once again get pelted. But no damage this time because they were about the size of a dime. Last time they were almost the size of a golf ball. And this is so fucking unusual for New York. We don't get hail around here. I lived at my parents' house. There was never hail in my parents' house, ever. So that's how hail is formed. Okay, back up into the upper atmosphere, back down, over and over and over. And you know what? The quicker it goes, the bigger it gets. You know, so if it really is moving fast, you're going to get hail about that large coming down, which means seek shelter immediately, else you will die. So that's how hail works. Okay, so that's breaking the laws of physics as far as I'm concerned, because it can't be possible. And they're going to say, oh yeah, well in the clouds, they're a tornado. Yeah, but no, bullshit. It's a fucking cloud, guys, okay? Rain comes down, it goes back up over and over and over again until it forms hail. Come on, that's breaking the laws of physics as far as I'm concerned. How is that possible? How? Think, guys, think. So the atmosphere is, the planet is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. And the atmosphere is also spinning at 1,000 miles per hour? Or not. I mean, I could be wrong because the clouds are going in all opposite fucking directions as far as I'm concerned. They're going here, they're going there, they're going up there, they're going all over the place. But yet the Earth is spinning underneath there. Do you realize how much, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, there's just no way they could predict anything at all. Weather? How could you possibly predict weather with something that's on the ground that's moving? You know, look at the Weather Channel. What's the only thing that's flat and standing still? Earth. What's moving? The clouds. That's the only thing that's moving in that map. They've never changed that map, and they never will, because they can't. So tell me what you think about that. I wanted to get into something very quickly that I was watching last night while I was straightening up a little bit. I don't want to make this too long. How are we doing on time here? Yeah, okay. Anyway, so very quickly. When you break down the molecule to the smallest, infinitesimal size, okay, you can't get a photograph of it. And then for everybody who believes we live on a globe, they're going to say, oh, well, we can't even zoom in at the end of the universe. We're 95%. Remember they used to do that? The scientists used to say that. Yeah, we're almost at the beginning of the Big Bang. We're 95% there with our telescopes. We need another one, though. Another billion, I don't know, about $15 billion is going to cost, to blast that thing up there. We might get to 97% of the entire universe. Well, no, that's wrong. It's bullshit, because we live on a flat land here. This is flat Earth. Thank you. Okay? We're not moving, we're motionless. So the infinitesimal size, they can't even get a picture of. Okay? And that's where the simulation becomes apparent to me. What happens is if we'll never be able to get to that size and be able to focus in on it and take an accurate picture of it. What happens if that's part of the computer simulation? See, when I say simulation, people think of like a video game, but it's not that. What happens if the smallest part of what we're made up of is the simulation, and the rest just kind of builds up and is created? And that holds for everything, because everything is organic, wood. I'm just saying. I just was bringing this up. It's just an FYI for everybody. I hope these videos help you out, on your journey. I really do. and give a little humor to it too. All right, well, I thank you for viewing. I thank you for leaving comments on my videos, and I thank you for letting me be a part of your life.